Hello, everyone. Welcome to Azure Open AI. And here in this talk, we are going to discuss about the pioneering industry transformation that we have over the Azure Open AI. We will make sense about how Azure Open AI has been helping us to do a huge industry transformation over, the different industries and the way that we have been traveling around with Azure, joining hands with Open AI here. I'm here, Abdul Feroz. I'm a Microsoft MVP on Azure, and I will be here with you to discuss in brief about the transformations that we have joining hands with Azure along with OpenAI. Let's get started here. The emerging trends in areas such as remote work, virtual meetings, e-commerce, and automations are took off overnight nowadays. And the leaders navigated the pandemic by embracing rapid innovation. And today we see those same leaders building on what they learned to develop a more resilient organization for the future. We were the first to reach the parity with humans in a number of categories across vision, speech, and language as well. And most recently, we had Microsoft AI, which surpassed the human performance benchmarks for natural language understanding, substantially outperforming the competitors there. We are putting all that research work for you into one hub, and that's exactly where we have landed with something called as natural language AI. We make the technologies available to our customers and partners to the services like Dynamics 365 that offers a built-in intelligent capabilities as well as the state-of-the-art AI models like those which are available from Microsoft Azure Cognitive Service. The Microsoft Azure Cognitive Service family is now used to build intelligent apps as well. And that's said to be the part of the reason we are able to build, test, and deploy quality AI models so quickly, which is because we use them at scale across Microsoft's product and with Microsoft service as well. So this is said to be an incredible feedback loop. We translate a web page in it, we generate the text for support agent, and whatever the Microsoft products and service that you see, we have been embracing our technologies, we have been embracing our footprints using the AI models that we have. Let's say, for example, if you use Bing as your search engine or Edge as your browser, you can take the advantages of AI powered translation supporting more than 100 languages to expand your knowledge. In Microsoft Teams, you can use real time transcriptions, closed captioning, and translation to run more efficient and inclusive meetings as well. In Microsoft Office, AI powered text predictions is now serving over 100 million users every month, helping people across, expressing themselves more clearly and more quickly as well. Collectively, our language models are used by billions of people around the world, helping Microsoft to innovate faster as well. And that means helping our customers to innovate faster with the technologies that they work to. AI is valued across the industries. So by wielding these digital technologies, these organizations can thrive in the face of the increased risk, achieve their business goals, and do more with the less that they have. AI is a major component of the digital technology, propelling the organizations to move forward, and the natural language processing and the generations are said to be the key ingredients that Microsoft drives the future with hands. The natural language processing is a broad term for how the computers process and analyze our everyday speech in the language that we have. It's just how the customers translate a meeting in Microsoft Teams, they translate a web page in Edge, or understand the sentiment of a customer chatting with a Power Apps virtual agent. So we have process the improvement, we provide a good customer experience, and we have again set up the footprints with the workforce productivity. AI has value across the industries. So the natural language generation or NLG enables the computers to produce language that we can understand. For instance, it can generate a helpful summary of a sales conversation in Dynamics 365, or it can create a video game characters dialog box on Xbox. To get a pulse on the expansion of AI, we interviewed more than 1,600 business leaders across the globe to learn where they see the biggest technical opportunities for the business use case. And across the industries, 81% of the leaders valued language AI for its ability to improve the process, customer experience, and the workforce productivity. In fact, 70% of high growth companies plan to significantly increase their investment in the language generation technologies over the next 2 years that we see as a forecast. Here is the AI breakthroughs and the roadmap which we have been traveling right from 2016. Microsoft Azure launched object recognition in the past 2016, and that's where Azure AI provides various services and tools for object recognition and for the computer vision tasks as well. One of the key services offered by Azure AI for object recognition is said to be the Azure Cognitive Service, and thereon specifically, we have the computer vision service. We released speech recognition in 2017, and Azure Cognitive Service Speech Service is said to be a cloud-based service that enables the developers to integrate speech to text and text to speech capabilities into their applications and the services. It provides accurate speech recognition and synthesis using the deep learning models there. And by 2018, we had machine reading comprehension. So Azure Cognitive Service Q&A Maker was released, and that's said to be the cloud-based service which enables you to build, train, and deploy question and answer models from your textual content that you have. It can be like documents, it can be a frequently asked questions, or it can be even websites. It's designed for tasks that involves retrieving specific information from the text documents. Late by 2018, we had machine translation. So Azure Cognitive Service Translator, which was released by late 2018, and that's another cloud-based machine translation service, which enables the developers to integrate automatic translation capabilities into their applications, websites, and services. It supports translation between multiple languages over here. And by 2019, we had conversational Q&A. Azure AI provides services and tools that allows you to create conversational Q&A systems, chatbots, virtual assistants, and other natural language processing applications. One of the key services for building conversational Q&A in Azure AI is said to be Azure Bot Service. It joins hands with Azure Cognitive Service like Lewis, which is said to be language understanding, and Q&A Maker too. By 2020, image captioning in Azure AI was announced, and the image captioning can be achieved using Azure Cognitive Service, specifically the Computer Vision Service and the Azure Machine Learning too. Image captioning is the process of automatically generating textual descriptions for the images. By 2021, Q&A Maker was announced. It's question answering. So the Azure Cognitive Service Q&A Maker is said to be another cloud-based service which simplifies the creation and deployment of question and answer models from your textual content like documents, frequently asked questions, or again the web pages. So this is designed for tasks that involves retrieving specific information from the text. And late by 2019, we had the Rockstar, the natural language understanding, which was launched. NLU is a key component of Azure AI, And Microsoft provides several services and tools to help you understand and process the natural language text. So we now have Lewis, which is like lesser than the text analytics and Azure bot service and the framework as well that's said to be available. We do have Azure machine learning, which plays a major role using the natural language understanding here. Natural language AI is not just a nice to have, but it's like an important and it's a crucial tool for helping our customers to respond to the everyday challenges that they face. So natural language is the perfect fit for sales and service because it enables our customers to apply AI on top of their conversations. So reducing friction for them, and it also helps with bringing up an enhancement to the end customers here. In fact, one AI capability is that you get a conversation intelligence. You get a conversation intelligence, and it has become a game changer for the companies that applies it to the sales experience. So we have like more than 59 billions of count, which is said to be with the translator. And we have like 7.5 T, the count, which is said to be, the characters that are translated for every month. And again, like 54 million meeting hours, which has been transcribed for every month. Okay, with speech to text. And we do have like 100 millions of text predictions that the users do per month with Azure machine learning. The next comes optimizing the sales calls with NLP. So take the sales team at the global financial service company like Investec, for example. They use conversation intelligence to surface the keywords and other relevant conversation data to help them spot the trends and quickly get a pulse of their customers. So with these insights, Investec can review the conversation styles of their sales team, help the coach individuals on best practices. They can also keep track of the sales conversations, and thereon they can build stronger client relationships to ultimately close the deals in a faster way. We then have bringing NLP and AI to where you need it. So by embedding AI directly into Dynamics and democratizing NLP, we are making it easier for every business user in your organization to apply the intelligence directly into the flow of their work. For example, think about the contact centers. We make it easy to use AI with Dynamics 365 customer service, and they go with Nonce too. So together, we are enabling both customers and agents to resolve the issues faster and with much more personalized service there. By activating capabilities like conversational interactive voice response, or let's say like biometric authentication and process automation all, the organizations can unlock new potentials and more efficient customer experiences too. Similarly, for sales, we have embedded conversation intelligence in the newly released CRM companion application. The Microsoft Viva Sales and Dynamics 365 Sales has it has brought up to deliver in moment insights about the customer sentiment, call summaries, and a list of priorities for the next step. Here we have the conversation intelligence. The hot news or the hot deal that we have in the technology with AI on Azure is that the conversation intelligence. The conversation intelligence helps the sellers quickly understand whether their customers are in the sales journey or not and what they can do or say the next to make the best out for every interactions that they come across. So it's great for sales managers too, who can see what's working for their top sellers and help the coach with the rest of the team as well. In fact, we believe that conversation intelligence is so transformative for pioneering the industries with sellers that everyone should be able to experience it. And that's exactly why I'm thrilled to add this over the talk to share that Dynamics 365 Sales Enterprise and Viva Sales customers, they now have the full access to the conversation intelligence. This means existing dynamic enterprise customers and those who are running other CRM systems with Viva Sales can use as much as they need. And it's just an example of how we believe all the business applications should be infused with AI at the core. The other latest on AI technology stack is that the new sales conversational AI capabilities, which I was speaking before. It gives a real-time guidance during the calls or meetings, and it's recommended with a resource to enrich the conversations and email intelligence to suggest the CRM updates. So this is important and it's needed indeed with innovative features that can significantly enhance the efficiency and the effectiveness of the sales team. Let's take a detailed look at each of these capabilities. You can think about the real-time guidance during calls or meetings. So consider speech analysis. The modern conversational AI systems can analyze the voice conversations in real time, and they can offer suggestions to sales representatives based on sentiment analysis, tone of voice, and keywords, helping them to navigate and steer the conversation in a more productive direction. You can also think about the content suggestions. So during a call or meeting, AI can recommend relevant product information, let's say the objection handling techniques or upselling strategies, which ensures that sales reps have the most up to date and the predominant information at their fingertips. You can also try connecting the dots with compliance and training. So AI can monitor the conversations for compliance with industry regulations and the company policies, providing immediate alerts if a salesperson is inadvertently, passing some breaches with any rules that they have. Additionally, it can serve as a training tool by offering in the moment coaching to help the sales reps improve their communication and the sales techniques. So then comes recommended resource to enrich the conversations. So the content repository integration could be like it can be one kind of scenario which we can think about. The sales conversation AI systems can integrate with CMS and database to suggest some relevant documents, presentations, case studies, or the product informations to share the prospect out to the customer. So recommending resources that it ensures that sales reps always have the most current and suitable resource to support their conversations. And here the resource is like, enriching the conversation can be also with the dynamic content generation. Some AI systems can generate personalized content on the fly, such as, let's say, customized product brochures or, the pricing codes based on the specific needs and preferences of the customer. We then have you can think about the cross-selling and upselling. So AI can analyze customer data and past interactions to suggest the complementary products or the services that might be the interest to the customer, and it increases the potential for upselling or cross-selling the opportunities. Finally, we have the capabilities like email intelligence to suggest CRM updates. So it can lead with automated data entry. The sales conversation AI can automate the process of updating the CRM systems by extracting relevant information from the email communications. It can identify the key details like meeting dates, action items, and the contact information, and it can input them directly into the CRM, reducing the manual data entry burden over the sales rep. We can also do activity tracking here. So AI can track email engagement and the responses, providing the insights into which the leads or opportunities are actively engaging with email communications. So this information can help in prioritizing the follow-up actions. And finally, lead scoring. So by analyzing the email interactions and the responses, AI can contribute to lead the scoring models, helping the sales team identify the most promising leads based on their engagement and the responsiveness. So these capabilities can significantly, improve the sales efficiency, data accuracy, and the customer engagement too. Here is about infusing AI at all levels. Azure AI is a portfolio of enterprise-ready AI services. It's ranging from scenario-specific applied AI service to general-purpose cognitive service to our Azure machine learning platform. Now with Azure AI, it empowers the customers to build, test, and deploy the trusted models into their applications and workflows, regardless of the team's expertise in AI and ML using, the complete AI solutions that we have. We can bring the capabilities and the opportunities to be improvised, joining hands of OpenAI with Azure here, which maximizes the opportunities to get a playground and work with all the different kinds of the AI capabilities that we have here. We then have Azure Cognitive Service. So focusing on natural language specifically, Azure offers two services. One is said to be the Azure OpenAI service, and the other one is said to be the Azure Cognitive Service for language. So here let's start speaking about Azure OpenAI service. Let's start with the Azure OpenAI service. And this service enables the customers to generate language in response to the prompts. Let's go joining hands of Azure OpenAI service with Azure. And here is a huge customer partnering that we have. We are partnered with the industry leader in language generation and OpenAI to create the AI that powers this service. It includes some of the largest and most powerful AI models on Earth that's coupled with enterprise promises that you have come to expect from Azure around the security, the digital data that we have, and the reliability too. We have seen tremendous customer momentum spanning industries in the use cases who are using OpenAI on Azure nowadays. So here is what we have trending in AI today. Right now, AI driven image generation is capturing the world's imagination. We are super excited to announce the service of the DAL E2 model, which we have in Azure OpenAI service. The DAL E2 enables the customers to turn language into the images. The innovative companies across the industries are using DAL E to enhance brainstorming and the idea to develop and refine the visual assets that they have. It rapidly responds to create, to come up with a creative marketing campaign opportunities. And also it provides hyper personalized customer experience with novel and appealing visuals too. So there on we go. We can imagine about enhancing, brainstorming the idea, developing with all the visual assets that we have. We can respond also to you. It's like one-to-one joint. We can respond to creative marketing campaign opportunities. And finally, we can personalize with the customer experience. So as you can imagine, generating the images from the language raises the concerns around the responsible AI. That's the reason why we are asking the customers to apply this DAL-E service. So I will guide you about the DAL-E service that you can find on OpenAI, and I will also show you about how the portal looks like by the end of this talk. Here we have the Azure AI. Azure AI offers many other language AI servers, which is linked to the scenarios like machine translation, sentiment analysis, conversational language understanding, language identification, and the ability to detect personally identifiable information. We have this Azure Cognitive Service, which could be an example for language that powers the conversation intelligence in Dynamics 365 that we were speaking about. Now let's consider the cognitive service for language. It helps us with the meeting captions, translations, and transcriptions in Microsoft Teams. So the service is said to be a broad set of capabilities that's combined with its business knowledge, making it an efficient way for organizations to quickly deploy the enterprise-ready AI in business apps simply by calling a cloud API here. So the current trend setting with cognitive service for language is said to be like it's expanded summarization capabilities over the documents in the conversations. We are again excited with this technology that we have today to share that the cognitive service for language now offers expanded summarization capabilities for documents and conversations through unified language APIs, including abstractive document summarization, narrative summarization for conversations, and the ability to customize the summary results. The infusion of business knowledge, understanding into conversation summarization will also help in improving their accuracy and the relevancy for better customer experiences. We do have this question answering generation from unstructured documents. So we have this release with more capabilities to enhance your end-to-end contact center solution, enabling greater productivity for agents and deeper insights for managers to inform training and business decisions. This includes sentiment analysis for conversations and question answering generations from the unstructured documents that we have. So thereon, we go with an extended support to over like 90 languages today. We are also expanded to grow more, enabling the organizations to better engage the employees and the customers in their native languages. Each of the Azure Cognitive Service comes with a command line interface and a studio to improve developer productivity. And I hope you will try a language studio, which provides a low or no code experience, or you can even recommend your developers to try it, where you can quickly try all the new language capabilities and easily customize the language models that's set to be there. We are continuously adding new capabilities to make it easier for the developers of all skill levels to leverage our AI models there. Here is said to be one of our major customer use case, Beiersdorf. So Beiersdorf leveraged the language API in Studio to help rapidly build an intelligent research library in the repository. Beiersdorf hires the brightest minds in biochemistry, and they want to help them to be as productive as possible. And a while back, they noticed their R&D team getting bogged down with locating, organizing, and extracting the data from documents to support their research. So they were interacting with dozens of, different interfaces to solve the problem. And to solve this problem, the Beiersdorf used Azure Cognitive Service to develop an intelligent digital library. They used the cognitive service for language to understand and summarize the documents to help the researchers find what they could identify in a faster way. They combined this with Azure Cognitive Search Service to categorize their terabytes of data and make it easy searchable from one pane of glass there. Now their R&D team spends less time and energy on documented administration and can dedicate more time to research and innovation. Summarizing a document can save a little time for a researcher, for a business analyst, or even for a marketer over here. But cumulatively, it can save the organizations a tremendous amount of time and energy while ensuring the knowledge is discoverable and shared in an efficient way. Let's go try exploring about the open studio that we have, the open AI studio, so that you can make sense and you can help the developers to let them know about the access that they need to give up with. Initially, to get a glimpse of the OpenAI studio, you need to fill up a form. You need to give the permissions. I can show you here. So here is where you go with the request access that has to be given to access, the Azure OpenAI service. And you have to complete this form. Maybe as a kickstart, you can go with a free trial, and you need to get this form to be completed. You're supposed to be a part of the organization. You need to give up your organization email address to get access for this particular OpenAI to be applied. You need to give up your first name, your last name here, and the number of subscription IDs that you want to get connected with. You can try fetching your subscription ID. They have given a get help documentation as well. You can follow this eka.ms slash, get subscription ID to fetch the subscription ID there. And then you have the company email address that you need to provide along with the company name, the street address, city, right, state, and all those steps. The core important part here is that you need to represent if your organization is a part of Microsoft, partner team or solution partners or systems integrator, you can try highlighting it. And if you have any point of contact from Microsoft, you can try referring the name, their email address as well. And we do have you confirm the application that you are applying for your organization. You're not supposed to go for, any you apply on behalf of other organizations. No, that's not allowed. And here is Azure OpenAI service features that you would be requesting for. And when you select a service, you just go in brief, you select the use case on what kind of development. This is just for, uh, collecting the surveys, right? So they ask you what kind of service you're going to use and what kind of use case that you will be getting involved to develop. In case if you want to do a POC or if you are going to be like a MVP or RD who has to evaluate about the product and you want to submit the feedback, in those cases, you can say you're a Microsoft MVP or you're a regional director here. And we then have the DAL E2, you have a license agreement which you can acknowledge. So that's all how you can get access for the same. Just same like that, if you want to increase the quota limitation, so you have to go for this form. So we have request for quota increase. You need to go, if you have already onboarded the Azure service, you can go here. You can see that you will go with the quota increase to be initiated. So this is a new request form that we have. They again guide you with, your service application ID. You have to give up your first name, last name, and then the subscription details all over here. We still have a form recognizer query. So we have a form for the recognizer query. So you need to get this form for a private preview access request. It's just same like what we have been discussing before. You give up the use case. You say like for what kind of purpose you're gonna get this service to be utilized, and you have a license agreement on. We then have the GPT-4, so the chat GPT-4 that we have. So there's another request form that we have here, which you need to fill it across. So you say yes, and they ask you for more details. Then you go for next. They ask you for your organization email ID, your subscription ID, your company name that you have. This normally takes, an effective time of 1 week to get your subscription to be enabled, but you can also always fast track. If you have a connect with Microsoft, you can take into lead, right? You can tell them that you want to do a POC in a quicker way, and they help you to get the service subscription as soon as possible there. So with that, we come up here. I have few request links which you need to take care of. You can use these reference links which I have been showing you now to work with, the services. You first need to get the forms to be filled, and you get the approval. Then, at top of that, you can always go. You can try accessing your Azure subscription and work with the service there. I would also refer you for this website that you see here, or you can just search for Azure Customer Stories with AI. where you can find a lot many customer stories which are related to healthcare industries, right? We have retail industries, we have automobile industries as well, where you can see the existing architectures on which the OpenAI has been integrated, and they have built solution using the same. All right. So that was a nice interaction with you people discussing about the open AI on how they transform the industry revolution that has been happening around. Thanks for joining us.